I'm Tom. I'm the owner, designer and frame builder at Demon Frameworks. I've been in business as Demon Frameworks since 2009. I have a love affair with lugs, which is pretty deep-seated. So that's all I make is lug bikes. But to make my bikes different to other people's lug bikes, I make my lugs from scratch. So for each frame, I make an individual lug set. So I start by making a small frame. That gets chopped up, turned into lugs, and then I braze it all together into a final frame. So 2 bikes for 1 bike. On average, frames take around between 100 and 120 hours. But this frame here, probably more like 180 hours. Well, I enjoy doing the small detailed parts here with the cable routing that comes through. So by machining a small sleeve that slides over the tube that runs all the way through, I could cut these slots. I call them speed slots. And yeah, that's a nice little detail bit, and I carried it over onto the brake bridge as well. But aside from that, the lugs themselves are quite unique. I mean, it's one of my standard designs, but what's interesting about it is, because the rider's quite big and strong, he needed big tubes, so I needed to accommodate that with lugs. So I made quite possibly some of the largest lugs I've ever seen. As far as I'm aware, I think I might be the first person to make lugs around one of these oversized head tubes. Head tube? Yeah. Well, the head tube is actually made by Columbus, because Reynolds at the time, they only did their big head tubes in set lengths, and this is a 61 centimeter frame, so you needed a pretty long head tube. The rest of the tubing on this frame is all Reynolds 853. And then the lugs are made from aerospace chromoly, and the dropouts, again, aerospace chromo. I did, yes. Road CC and Cyclist magazine were very kind enough to award me a couple of awards, which was nice. It was best road bike choice. So yeah, which is, yeah, it's really good. Really pleased.